Good morning.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me now? So I'm at the Southern Maine Workers Center and also have worked at Preble Street here. I'm hearing a lot of things today that feel like they're these attacks on basically what are public goods. And we've seen a lot of that in the past few years, so our access to education and health care and housing. But I keep hearing about access, and I guess what I'm interested in is voting for someone who has a belief system that is about what are our shared human rights, because these are arguments about who's worthy and who isn't. And I guess what I want to know is, when it comes to is healthcare a human right, is education a human right, and what sort of beliefs are going to guide you if you're elected governor, because I think from where a lot of us are sitting, we need courage, which you were talking about. So I would like to hear more about what your beliefs are around our human rights that none of us should be denied, and many of us are right now.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And if you look at the three candidates running for governor, actually, the governor and I actually came from a working background. The governor was actually homeless. But the difference between the governor and myself, I never forgotten where I came from. I grew up in a large Franco family in northern Maine, worked all my life in the mill, and I never forgot that. And access is crucial. And when I talked earlier about this lady's question about the single-payer healthcare system, my preference was to actually use the Medicare system and just lower the age so people can access Medicare at a lower age. Everyone knows what Medicare is all about. It's predictable, and you can actually deal with the whole cost issue and providers know how to bill Medicare. That didn't pass. Healthcare, as I mentioned earlier, that's what I'm going to do on day one, submit legislation to expand access to healthcare for everyone, because it's a moral obligation to do so. But it's also the fiscally responsible thing to do. And that's not the only thing I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on, under the Affordable Care Act, states have the ability to establish an exchange for their state. This government has refused to do so. So I'll be looking at what we can do as a state as far as an exchange. I know Vermont actually is getting to a single-payer healthcare system, and they're just getting in that process. But as I told folks that I've been working with on the healthcare policy, it doesn't have to mean Maine alone. Maine can partner up with other states, whether it's Vermont, whether it's New Hampshire, whether it's Massachusetts. So I'm going to instruct the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, my healthcare policy advisors, to really focus on how we can give people access to healthcare when they need it, wherever they are at in the state of Maine. And we did roll out just a couple of weeks ago a healthcare plan. As far as education is crucial. I always said that education is an investment. It's an investment in our future. The problem being is education is unattainable, getting very unattainable. If you're wealthy, you can buy your education, go anywhere you want to go. If you don't have that access, you can't. And if you look at my record, whether it's on the healthcare area or education, when I was in the Maine legislature, when I represented the northern part of the state, I made sure that we actually had educational facilities throughout the rural areas, so people wouldn't have to drive 2 hours to further their education. And access and affordability for education is crucial, and I'll be, as governor, be focused on. Matter of fact, my main May plan focuses on how to make education more affordable in the university system by having the sophomore year free tuition. And the reason why sophomore year free tuition, because that is the year that students usually drop out. The community college, they have a separate problem. So the community college, they have too much capacity. And the students, they're busting at the seams. So we have to deal with issues. And one way to help out the community college is dealing with the Pell Grants type of a proposal.